Hello, boys and girls, and everyone. Welcome to the program. A lovely Sunday morning to you as we cope with our lives. Of course, this is the program where I make coffee in my underwear, but everyone's now live doing other things. So if you're not on Instagram Live teaching people how to oil paint or playing your acoustic guitar, perhaps an oboe, perhaps you've picked up a trade like carpentry and you're teaching people while you're inside. That's very sweet. I also said to everyone today, I will happily answer your questions on health and wellness despite having zero expertise. And as always, I'm happy to do song requests for $5, but I may not actually know your song, so donate at your own risk. Brandon says, do you piss in the shower? Good health question. And my own? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes if I need to, but the toilet's right there. So really, it's very rare that I wouldn't have to pee while I'm taking my clothes off, and then I get in the shower and I have to pee. So, if I think the only rule is try to pee at the drain, if not on the drain. Don't be swinging it all around the walls. You know what I mean? That's very important. And he also donated 99 cents, which is a great shower pissing price. Val P said, hey, that's no worse than what we already have. Very topical. Parnell says 25. She says 25. I guess it's something we all have to think about. I guess it's her favorite number and she wanted to share it with everyone, and that's incredibly sweet of her. Ty says hello and good morning. Good morning to you. Fast Food Guido says good morning. Jonathan Santos said working out at home, watching The God. Good morning, RJ. Eric said hi. Oh, look at it. Bill said morning, RJ and everyone. Something to keep the coffee brewing. A sweet, considerate $10. And he didn't even ask for a song request. So if you have a song, Bill, let me know and I can sing it. That is incredibly sweet of you. Eric said, I heard Jake the Snake drinks piss. Well, you hear a lot of things, and I don't know how they get started. Maybe reading them on some sort of live stream. Good morning, my sweetheart. Hope you're doing okay. Angel, I'm doing fine. Tom said, are you in Canada or in the States for quarantine 2020? I'm in Canada, which seems to be handling it slightly better, or just talking about it less. I'm not quite sure. I've been in for about a week now, and it's wearing on me. But we're gonna get through this, as we always do, because there's always one tragedy or pandemic, and then nothing else is wrong. So once we're over this, I'm sure we'll be fine. Clarence said, hi, RJ, I'm happy you're okay, buddy. Social distancing can be a little dull, but it's worth it. Also, socializing can be a little dull. Let's not forget, if you've ever been to a cocktail party, maybe you would like to be inside by yourself all week. Sledgehammer, lubrication socially between your girlfriend and yourself, and I hope you use me wisely. Smoochie said, good morning, my dear. Brandon said, I've been practicing witchcraft with more alacrity in my alone time. Well, that's going well. Morning, RJ, is the first time watching you live. Well, hello to you, and thank you for that lovely drawing. It's very sweet of you. Brandon Reddy said, Paper Moon, song request. Brandon, you don't get how this works. You donate $5, and you get to name the song. You get to request the song. Those are the rules. Not only did you donate money previously, you donated 99 cents, which is obviously not enough, and then you didn't have a song request, and then you just named a song. This is going well. Robin Callister Bell said, there are two types of people in the world, those who feel life is too short not to pee in the shower, and then those who think life is not short to resort to pissing on your own feet. Fair enough. Jonathan Santos said, at least Canada has competent leadership, so it's easier to handle. Hey, that other guy in the States, I've got complete faith in him. Jessamine Duke donated $5 and said, sing, please. Well, again, I don't think you quite know how this works. It's a request. So you get to name the song. But since all you wrote is sing, all I would say is sing a song, sing it loud, sing it strong. Sing of good things, not bad. Sing of happy, not sad. 2, 3, 4, sing, sing a song. Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Sing a song. 2, 3, 4, la 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 la. That's $5 worth. Here you go. Is the fun underwear, by the way. And also, the water's almost boiling, so I should probably start making coffee. Oh, Lord. Parnell's here said, thanks for entertaining us during our isolation. Well, maybe that's what she meant by 25. That is incredibly sweet of you. And I am very touched. And I will put it towards, well, nothing, because I can't go out of the house and spend it on anything. But I'll say, gee, that was very sweet and considerate of her. Thank you to you. This is a real family effort here. All right, let's get to doing this before the water goes. I'm gonna do this fast. I spent so much time singing, and I'm also sweating. The singing makes me sweat. What was that, 4? Here's 4, and a little bit. This is a lavazza, by the way. It's dark, as you can take a good whiff, and I have it mixed with some stuff from last week, so it's a real grab bag, a smorgasbord, if you will, and who knows what we're gonna get. Charles said, did I miss your underwear entrance? Because that's the only reason Charles is watching. So again, this is lavender, and there's some stripes on them. And I feel like I'm wearing them inside out, but I guess I'm not. They're fun. They're nice and fun. Nils New York said, Jessamine, please choose a rap song. It's too late. I already sang for her, and she's done. Rob McAllister Bell said, if I pay you $5, will you not sing? How about this? You pay me $50, and I will never speak to you again. Brandon said, do you want a link to the photos I snapped at Greektown? Brandon was at the wrestling show a couple weeks ago before the world ended. Sure, that would be nice. Nelson New York said, I feel like nobody wants to choose a song. Well, I know so many of them, and then I don't know so many of them, so it's hard to figure out what I do know and what I don't. OSWF said, Parnell's is the real MVP. Yeah, she's really stealing my thunder on this program. Angel said, when are we going to see a new craft show from you? Craft show by RJ. Kids would love it as well as their parents. Well, first of all, you're very demanding. CBC had it, and they don't want to pay for it anymore, so yell at them, number one. Number two, every night this week, and including tonight, I've been reading bedtime stories to your children. If you don't sit them in front of the computer at 7:30 and watch me, that's your loss, to be honest with you. Nevertheless, Brandon said, I'm his Twitter header now. Parnell said, I kind of prefer the humming. No, never mind. I'm sorry. You already paid and you didn't request. You've lost your opportunity. Eric said, did David buy these underwear? No, he did not, but he would like to. He sent me underwear before. Do with that, you fetishist, what you will. Rob McAllister Bell said, the lesbians from Two Doors Down would not be happy if we never spoke again. Ask them if they have a song request, Rob. Again, if you're just joining us, Brandon said, do you have a piano in the apartment? Not in a way that I can get to right now. It doesn't just roll out, my friend. Katie said, strange days have found us. Yeah, because it was never that weird before. Nils New York said, those kids that watch your videos love you so much. That's very sweet. They are sweet children, and they laugh when I sing. And nobody here does. Bill said, love you. I love when you love you to hum the theme song to Match Game. A Goods and Hodson production. Tyler said, if Chelsea Green hasn't paid you $10 yet, Jessamine Duke could probably help collect it for you. Yeah, she's like a fixer or something. She should really go get my money. Jeff said, maybe you could sing something mermaidy. Maybe you can pay attention to the rules. Nails New York said, I asked the lesbians 2 doors down. They requested Sugar Hill Gang Rapper's Delight. Well, when you follow the song request rules, Jessamine said, I've told her as much. Why do you think she's so nice to me? Amelia said, everyone is copying you now with these live things, but they're also boring. I hope you realize with all these celebrities that just pick up acoustic guitars and try to sing, they're just as boring as, hold on, once at the water. I see Val P has requested Baby Got Back, and I will sing it in 1 second as I pour this. It's a wonderful song, and I know it very, very well. Give me one. There we go. Put the timer on. And now for Val P, a wonderful song request. Let's sing Baby Got Back. Baby got back to me, back to my arms. Baby got back to me with all my charms. Baby got back to me, what can I do? Baby got back to me, I love you. Baby got back to me, gosh, it's been so long. Baby got back to me, where have you been gone? Baby got back to me, I hope that you stay. Baby got back to me, back every day. And that was the wonderful Baby Got Back by Vic Damone. Val, I hope you enjoyed. Brandon Randy said, next Sunday I'm going to have $5. You know, sell those, cash in those bottles, the Coke bottles. Michelle Million said, it won't let me donate. Damn it, the screen freezes when I try. I just get a spinning wheel. Can somebody help Michelle, please? Damn it, Michelle, get it together. Nils New York said, did anyone know what David Arquette's favorite song is? I'm going to say this again because it's very important. David Arquette had a band, and the name of the band was Ear 2000. So if anyone can find some songs from the band Ear 2000, look them up and send them to him, because I'm sure he wants to hear his music again. He seemed very proud of it. Rob McAllister Bell said, I thought you said you were going to sing. That's exactly what I did. Nils New York said, this is the type of content that is going to get the world through this crisis. RJ saves the world. Do you remember Stewart Saves His Family? Or do you remember with John Lovitz, Mom and Dad Save the World? These are terrible films. Almost on the level of, do you remember Tom Arnold? Do you remember The Stupids? Tom Arnold was in The Stupids. I'm My Own Grandpa. You remember that? That's like the only movie I remember Tom Arnold being in. And now that I say that, I'm wrong. He was in a movie where he taught kids about golf. Please, somebody find the name of that movie. I would love. Nils New York said, we did that already. Val P said, I was sort of thinking the Sir Mix-a-Lot version, but it's all good. Val P, this was obviously the better version. Rob McAllister said, the Vic Damone that sang at WrestleMania 12, allegedly the very same. Lee Harrigan said, I thought it was going to be the Sir Mix-a-Lot version. Again, guys, I know the songs I know. It's a Rolodex in here, and I pick what comes. What do you want from me? Nils New York said, I saw on Rhonda's channel that Justin Ming just did carpool karaoke. She needs to hook you up. Yeah, I need a car and a song. Forget David and his Chack show, False Promises. Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, Katie said, Tom Arnold, the movie I was thinking of, National Lampoon's Golf Punks. Thank you so much, Katie. That means a lot to me. Carmack said he was also in Carpool. That's true. And True Lies. Wow. You know what? Let me retract. Really ragging on Tom Arnold there for not being in that many movies. He was in a movie with DMX too, and Soul Plane. I feel like David was in a movie with DMX. I remember him talking about it. Randy O said the Tom Arnold movie was Golf Punks. Yes, we've all established it. It's very sweet. If you're just joining us, if you're stumbling on this, just clicking around because you're all shut in like isolates. I am RJ. Hello. I make coffee in my underwear. This would be one part of that equation, and this, of course, will be the other. And in 20 seconds, the sitting of the French press will be done. I'm very excited about it. And then we can press. And then we can talk more about life and love or health or song requests or Tom Arnold movies. There seems to be way more than I remember. Brandon said, do you know about my novel, A Clef? You're a pivotal character. Well, I'm excited, and I hope I ruin it. I hope I ruin the opposite. Hold on one sec. Well, the water's done. But before that, Rob McAllister Bell donated 4.99 pounds. I don't know if there's an equivalency, whatever. But he wants to sing Thank You for Being a Friend by the wonderful Andrew Gold, who also wrote, can anyone name the other TV theme song that Andrew Gold wrote? Let me know. But in the meantime, thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. I'm talking to you, Rob. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, You would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Thank you, Rob. That was very sweet, and I'm all emotional now. So that was a real song. It already existed before the show. The Golden Girls originally wanted a Bette Midler song, and it was too expensive. So they settled for Andrew Gold, who also wrote the theme from Mad About You, Final Frontier, which I'm not going to sing until someone pays me. Minicoletta said, RJ, do you know the Phantom of the Opera? Well, asking for a friend who might have $5 to spend. I know the Phantom of the Opera very well. Aaron said, I used to rent Carpool Monthly. NPD MD sent us sweet $20. I said, thanks for being you. And I am me. And that's very sweet. And also sent a pear looking at himself, which is how I feel sometimes. And I got bloated. It was very, very sweet of you. Thank you. George said, sometimes when I'm alone in my room, I say Jerry Lewis-isms about Impact Wrestling fans in Josh Matthews' voice to entertain myself. I always like pretending Jerry Lewis is a ring announcer. The following contest is for the WWE Ladies Championship. Ahoy. A pound from Rob's Bell. Jonathan Santos said, thank you for being you, sir. That was quite the rendition. Thank you. Queen's Army has a request by Dean Martin. How lucky could one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like a sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. I've picked out a king-size bed. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Well, that was nice. I haven't sung that in a while, and then I remember the words as I go, and it makes me very excited. Makes me feel like I'm not losing my mind. Thank you, Queens. That was very sweet of you. Brandon said, you looked excellent at Greektown. I guess I did. Well, let's get to porn. If we could pause this wonderful concert. Here we go. A nice even press. Lee Harrigan said he sang that song in the original Ocean's 11 movie from the 60s, which is by far my favorite Ocean's 11. And also, I love the EO 11 song that Sammy Davis Jr. sings at the end. You know, I got to be honest with you. The more I read about the Rat Pack, it turns out the less close friends they actually were. They sound like they were always together, but they really, really were not. I don't think Frank was close with anyone, to be honest with you, other than the mob. And, you know, Dean was a family man. And Sammy was just really seemed to spend his money recklessly. There we go. We're going to wait a couple seconds and we'll give it a pour. What a great song choice, Queens. Path Officinders. Good name. One day I'm booking you for a day of brunch and antiquing, which is my favorite thing to do. From your favorite Twitter, Pia Koziklove. And I'm down for that completely. Nils New York said, this is the best morning ever. I love you all. Lee Harrigan said he sang. Oh, we already did this. Jonathan Santos said, oh my God, I just realized Professor Frink from The Simpsons was based on Jerry Lewis from The Nutty Professor. I wouldn't even say he was based. I would say he was just directly, I wouldn't call it a ripoff. It was more of an homage. And people also forget, you know, the yes guy from The Simpsons who goes, yes. That was based on a comedian named Frank Nelson, who would show up on Jack Benny and then Sanford. He would show up everywhere and always do that one voice. Rob said, do you know the song Miami that Dorothy and Rose wrote? I do. Not incredibly well, but like better than anyone should. Charles Dempsey Brown said, RJ, who do you think was considered the only female member of the Rat Pack? Oh, that's a great question. I don't really know. You know, maybe an Angie Dickinson. I guess to me would be, in a small sense, Eliza Minnelli, only because she ended up replacing, they did that big concert, Sammy, Frank, and Dean, and then Dean's son died and they got pulled off the tour. He didn't want to do it, and then they replaced him with Liza. For that reason alone, I would say yes. George said it's a state of mind. To state. Oh, don't make me sing now. That's per the request. He's singing EO11. It's a great song. Body Slammer said, "Is the lighting bad, or do you look like you need a tan?" Wow, that's nice. I've been in a house for a week. I haven't seen the sun in 7 days, and it's gonna blind me when I go out there. And I have you poking at me. It's also the lighting. Queen's Army said, "Can't go wrong with a little Dean Martin." That's so true. Sakari Ward said, "I can't believe I showed up late for a Rack Pack discussion." Apparently, I'll give you this, Dean Martin was not the drunk. It was Frank Sinatra. And like half the time, Dino was drinking apple juice. Mina Coletta said, "If I could request either Music of the Night or Past the Point of No Return, Phantom is my favorite musical." Oh, Lord. Okay, let me... Lord, I'm gonna say it's the thing with the Music of the Night is that it's slow, so I'm gonna jazz it up a little. I hope that's okay. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses, helpless to resist the notes I write. See, I'm the Phantom now, because I compose the music of the night. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light. And listen to the music of the night. And close your eyes, start a journey to a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Ba, 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 take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication, savor each sensation. Let your dream begin, let the darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the... And this is the actual ending, by the way. And then Christine was like, "What is wrong with you? We don't have to go that high. You write these songs?" So that was Music of the Night. Past the point of no return, bum, bum, bum. No turning back now. Your games of make-believe are at an end. And that's all I remember. And keep your hand at the level of your eye. They say that the whole show. They're like, make sure you do this. Because some things will happen. Someone will try to choke you. Make sure you go like this. They tell Raul, like 8 people are like, I'm warning you. Keep your hand up here. And the guy walks down to the dungeon. Of course, he's got his hands by his waist, and he immediately gets grabbed by a noose. Valpia said, "Is this from the Fant?" Yes, it is. Rob McAllister said, "Health question. Do you self-isolate more during self-isolation?" Yes, but by only like 20 minutes. Like I usually just go to the gym. So like the walking outside to the gym and back to the gym, it's like that's it. Not even from the car. I mean, I'm not walking to the gym. I'm going from the car to the gym. That's my daily sunlight, and that's why I've lost my tan. Nils New York said, "I thought I needed coffee to start my day. I was wrong. I needed a Phantom with an RJ spin." Brandon said, "You're like the ghost of celebrities past, visiting us all in this era of bullshit." I'm putting that on my tombstone. Eric said, "That was well worth the money." Aaron applauded. George said, "Now, if the Phantom would have sang it like that, she wouldn't have left him for that Raul. Raul barely carried a tune. Can it be Christine? Bravo!" Like, all right, enough. So Karia said, "I believe the lore is that Dean started drinking after his son died." I believe that's true. He certainly got a lot more isolated, Bill sent a sweet $5 and said, "I know that I had a song." Oh, yes. "But could you do a song for Xavier? The theme song to Maude. It would be so fitting." So this is for Xavier Woods. Lady Godiva was a freedom rider. She didn't care if the whole world looked. Joan of Arc with the Lord to guide her. She was a sister who could really cook. Isadora was the first bra burner. Ain't you glad she showed up? Oh, yeah. And when the country was falling apart, Betsy Ross got it all sewed up. And then there's Maud, 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 and then there's that uncompromising, enterprising, anything but tranquilizing. Right on, Maud. That was for Xavier Woods. Minicoletta said, RJ, I'm crying with laughter. Thank you. I love the new arrangement. Well, I thought it's time for a modern reimagining. Ty said, Phantom was the first musical I ever saw live. Ty, I've seen it like 5 times, and I love it. No, 6 times. And I've loved it every single time. And I've seen them all on Broadway. WWF WCW sent a lovely tribute and said, thanks for the entertaining morning. And because it says your name is WWF WCW, I'm going to assume that sweet donation was from Vince McMahon and perhaps an Eric Bischoff or a Ted Turner. Thank you. That is so sweet. Nils New York said, Scott, he's taking song requests for $5. Make him sing something heelish and evil. Charles Dempsey Brown said, laughing my ass off. That's delightful. Body Slammer said, what is Nee Arthur doing in the isolation? She's in her glass case, and I spray it with a lavender spray every morning. Michelle said, I'm having a bad few weeks. My dog died 2 weeks ago, got dumped last night. Who dumps during self-isolation? And my screen is freezing up today when I try to donate. I need a FU song. I'm not going to say the full F word. Because that's what the universe is saying to me. No, Michelle, we are all here for you, Michelle. You're going to be fine. Dogs die, people break up, and pandemics happen. We all have to self-isolate. This is simply the course of life. The real illusion was that your life was always going to be good. It's not. Sometimes it gets bad. Anticipate it, accept it, and know you can get through it. That's the important thing, Michelle. I think, and I will, since you're having such a bad day, I will sing. I think everyone gets out. I will sing a small song for you that always cheers me up when I'm in a bad place. Oh, who are the people in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood, in your neighborhood. Oh, who are the people in your neighborhood? The people that you meet each day. Oh, the postman always brings the mail. Through rain, snow, sleet, or hail. He works and works the whole day through to get the letters right to you. Everybody, oh, the postman is the person in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood, in your neighborhood. Oh, the postman is the person in your neighborhood. He's a person that you meet when you're walking down the street. They're the people that you meet each day. Let's get pouring. This isn't, there's more to me than just songs, even though I will continue to sing. Let me pour a little and let's test. Oh, is this leaking? Dear Lord. Okay, hold on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Solus. Okay, can I take a sip? Dear Lord. It's too hot. Never mind the sip. Solus Animation, by the way, if you've seen the wonderful cartoon, The History of Wrestling DX one I did, it's on my Twitter. If you scroll down, click on Solus. They animated it. They're so kind and so sweet. And they like wrestling just as little as I do, and enjoy them. They're good people. They also did another cartoon series called Gary and His Demons. They're very funny. Go click, go enjoy cartoons when we're done with this program. Don't leave me for them, but whatever. So I said, happy Self-Isolation Sunday. Thanks for bringing joy to people. Now that you mention it, we would like to hear the Mad About You theme. Good, because I want to talk a little more about Andrew Gold, and I want you to listen to how similar they are. Boom, 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 boom. Tell me why I love you like I do. Tell me who can touch my heart as much as you. Tell me all your secrets and I'll tell you most of mine. They say nobody's perfect, but it's really true this time. I don't have the answers. I don't have the plan. All I have is you. So baby, help me understand what we do. You can whisper in my ear where we go. Who knows what happens after here? Let's take each other's hand as we jump into the final frontier. Mad about you, baby. Yeah. So that's the song, and that's the first verse from the full song, not the one that usually airs on TV. Thank you, Solis. This is very sweet of you. And the best, my favorite thing is the opening montage of Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt around New York City, smelling oranges and sitting on the public library steps and reading a newspaper. That's all I want from my life. Aaron said, I'm sending on this request on behalf of my mom, who'd like to hear Who's Your Little Whoosies. That's a song I'm very familiar with, Mrs. Keys, Miss Skies and Keys. You're really going to get your money's worth on this. Who's your little whoosie? I am. Who's your little whoosie? You know I am. Who's your little whoosie? You are. Who's your little whoosie? You know you are. Is that a whoosie? No, it's not. Are you a whoosie? I don't think so. Listen, Mr. Whoosie. Listen, Mrs. Whoosie. Yes, I am. That is, of course, from the 1912 musical The Whoosies, the little Whoosies. Who's your little Whoosie? Erin said her mother owes her $7 now. I apologize. It's such a deep cut. It's one of my favorite songs. And you think I'm joking, you're like, nah, that was stupid. But now when we shut this off and I leave, you'll be singing, Who's your little Whoosie? I am. Who's your little Whoosie? You know I am. It was a good musical. It was really good. Rob said we need a Kenny Rogers song. Nielsen New York said, thank you, Aaron and your mama. This is epic. William said, not bad. Keep it up. Katie said, and when they say whoosies, they mean floozies or whores. Yeah, it was an orgy scene in the 1912 musical Whoosies. Maggie Thompson had said, how can you hate on fleecy Steve Martin? He brought us the cinematic gem that's bringing down the house with Queen Latifah. Lest we forget Cheaper by the Dozen 2. Please review that movie trailer. So, yeah, I asked if we were canceling Steve Martin last night. He did that banjo thing, and I quoted it. I was like, oh, are we canceling this guy or what? And a bunch of people got, like, mad at me. And I want to point out how nice it is during these times with, the world is ending, but we still have time to get mad at me for jokingly suggesting that we cancel Steve Martin. People are like, I will not. People are messaging me saying, what did he do? So yeah, just to clarify, I don't want to cancel Steve Martin for any particular reason. I just think it's time to cancel him. It's just time. Nils New York said there was too much fleece. Yeah, when he's playing the banjo, he had this giant fleece sweater on. It was terrible. Steve said, Brandon said you really love Steve Martin. I do. Katie said Bowfinger. Eric said, who jokes like that? A gentleman by the name of R.J. Sargent said no requests. Just want to support a fellow RJ. That is so sweet of you. That is so sweet of you, and I'm so touched. RJ Sargent. I'm touched. Thank you. And remind me, are you related to the wonderful Dick Sargent, who's one of the Darrens on Bewitched? Thank you. These are good people. Nils New York said you don't want to start trouble with Holodead, though. That's fair. Boo, canceling Steve Martin is a heel move. Nail said, no request. You could have suggested Rage Against the Machine. I really love Killing in the Name of. This is my favorite. This is good, by the way. But I think I'm going to do the butter coffee. Let me finish this sip here. We're going to stay a while right now because I certainly have the time. Katie said, no, RJ Sargent is related to Sergeant Slaughter. Eric said, you ever been in a school of rock? No, you know what? I was in Catholic school. And in Catholic school in Canada, it's not like it's a private school. It's public. So the only difference between that and a non-Catholic school is that, like, instead of music, they teach religion. So I really got marooned on the musical choices. I didn't do much. I think we played a recorder. I played piano when I was a child. My mother and grandmother insisted. That's why I know all these good songs. Body Slammer said, why not do another show during the week while we're in isolation? Maybe RJ makes Teen his t-shirt. Your fans can then buy a worn t-shirt to support you. Every night this past week, I've been reading a children's book at 7:30 p.m. Every Wednesday at 8:30 a.m., I drop a video where I read wrestling books. And also, I've been doing, in honor, because it's almost WrestleMania, I've been doing my WrestleMania National Anthem reviews, which come out Mondays and Fridays. So I put 3 episodes up already. And tomorrow there'll be one, Friday there'll be one, and then Monday, and then Friday. And then do a lot more videos. And maybe I'll go live again. But this is so nice. This is such like a once a week. I don't want to sit there with, for lack of a better term, my finger in my ass live doing nothing. I want to have this special moment. You hit it, you quit it, and you get on with the week. I tweet too much to be this live all the time. KDM said, killing in the name of, he heard on a million car rides with the Flatliners, a.k.a. the Gargoyles. That is so true. I miss the Gargoyles. They were also named the Helios at one point. Broski Ben said, hey, I've only recently found your stuff. Found you, and I really enjoy your stuff. Have you ever been to the UK for wrestling? No, and I should go back, once this traveling thing can happen again. So please tweet people. I have friends there. I'm friends with Dick and Dom there. I would like them to come to a show and get involved. So tweet whoever comes to, whoever is in charge of bringing people to England, and hopefully they can bring me. Not England, the United Kingdom. I don't want to offend you because I might go to Wales too. Who knows? I don't want to see RJ in a t-shirt though. That's, you know what? I look so nice in a v-neck. Michelle said, I forget if I asked you, but who the hell beat on you so hard? Those pics look painful. That's from a couple weeks ago. A guy by the name of Daniel Garcia kept slapping me in the chest. Who does that in a wrestling match? Put me in a hole, dear boy. This isn't a bar fight. Easy E said, Eric Yeezy E. I went to Catholic school. I think I prefer isolation. Easier on the knees. Nails in New York said, you've stressed me with the WrestleMania National Anthem reviews. Where is the footage, Vince? By the way, just a quick follow-up. WrestleMania 11, a band named Fishbone was supposed to perform at WrestleMania, and they were replaced at the last minute, and nobody knows why. David Arquette is friends with them, and he's literally finding out as we speak, so hopefully we'll get an answer soon. Rob said, come visit Liverpool. I would love to. Nails New York said, bogeys. I love Dick and Dom. So do I. Rob said, we win football matches here in Liverpool. I don't want to get involved in these turf wars. Charles Dempsey Brown suggested Wine Wednesday in their underwear. I think you see the outline of my general. Tom R said, was that RJ City in the Zaxby's video or Stan Culture? No, that was me in the Zaxby's challenge, which I guess isn't happening now, Mr. Malcolm Bivens. I guess life got in the way. But I'll take you up next year in LA. Do they have Zaxby's in LA? Well, I do have a nice chest. Thank you. Eric said, the ska band? Yes, Fishbone, the ska band, which would have been very interesting. Niels New York said, are you writing a novel about RJ in 2025 or what's left of him? I am. Also, sometimes I think about tweets weeks in advance. I'm like, this will be a good idea. And here's an example. I'm planning on doing a thread when WrestleMania starts on the Saturday or whatever of monologue jokes if Billy Crystal was hosting WrestleMania, because I did it when he did the Oscars, and they were like those classic 90s name dropping jokes. Oh, Danny DeVito short, that kind of thing. And I'm excited to do it about wrestling. So also, by the way, has anyone seen that picture of The Undertaker with a tiger? I don't want to talk about it. I just want to know if you've all seen it. I just want you to sit in that feeling of how strange that sentence is and that it's real. Oh. Fun fact about WrestleMania 16, California Love by Tupac and Dr. Dre was supposed to be the theme song, but due to reasons unknown, it wasn't used. Here's the reasons: that they didn't want to pay for it. I think that's pretty obvious. I think they kind of used that rip-off version. Hey, 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 ooh, California. It's just way cheaper to get Jim Johnston to do it. Nils New York said, my tweets have been fire, and we've come to realize you were quite the trendsetter. You really did start everything, and I'm going to end everything too. Nils New York said, oh my God, there's also a video of Taker at the zoo. And people get mad at me. Don't expose his business. The dead man's hoofing around looking at koalas. Vince does not like paying for music, according to Jim Cornette. That's true. There's so many versions. Also, WCW is pretty bad at paying for songs, too. It's a lot, though. If you think a theme song, if you buy a theme from me and then use it every single week on TV and at live shows, it would get pretty expensive. I don't know how you buy it outright. It's easier to get the artist, I think, and make the song with them that way. So it's like you fully produce it. That way you can do what you want. Sure, they give Motorhead like a flat rate as opposed to buying a Motorhead song. It's actually cheaper to get the real Motorhead. Wait a second. What? Are you going to end? No, I'm not going to end. Jonathan Santos said, 2020 is a strange year indeed if Taker is with a tiger in a pool. That's where we should have seen it coming. Let me make the butter. I want to do this because I enjoy it, and we're having a fun time. I hope you'll all indulge me. Let me see if we can. So this is the Bulletproof. Dutifully donated to me by Jessamine Duke. She's taking care of me in a variety of ways today. She's a big believer in the butter, as are we all. So it's like a powder. I say butter coffee, but it's not. It's butter-ish. It's fat. Basically just fat. What's in it? That's a good question. Brain octane oil. So it sounds like just a bunch of lies. Yeah, okay. Grass-fed butter fat and some soy lecithin bullshit. Okay. So now I'm gonna pour it in. I think we've only done this a couple times on the show before. You want to swirl it, and then I have this little, it's like a milk frother to make cappuccinos with here, and it turns on. I'll let your imagination run wild, but you only do it, you don't want it to spill. If you leave it on, it's going to spill everywhere. So I don't know if you can see, do you see my thumb? See these quick thumbs on the kid? I'm just pulsing it, which is great and incredibly enjoyable for me until we have a consistency that I feel comfortable with. It'll develop a little bit of a thickness. You want to get it all around. You want to knock out the powder in the bottom and the top. There we go. See, there's a little left here, but not disgusting of me to do, at least on camera. All right. Okay. And there we go. It's so nice. Rob McAllister Bell said, have you ever heard of the WCW ripoff of the American Dream song from 2000? I haven't. Can you please send it to me on Twitter or whatever? Eric said, Taker's killing the business. What a mark. Yes, he is. Bill said, not going to use the Letterman, Uma. This is Oprah. Oprah, this is Uma. Billy Crystal is better, but we need at least one Letterman WrestleMania bit. Okay, I'll take that under consideration. He was a terrible Oscars host. I love him, but he was just not right to host the Oscars, David Letterman. It was just not his crowd. Very nice. Michelle said Taker is just trying to save the Tigers. Nothing wrong with that, right? No, there's nothing wrong with saving the Tigers, but there is something wrong with, my whole childhood, I believed you were some sort of magic death wizard. And now you really ruin it for me, pal. Niels New York said, someone pay $5 to make him sing Undertaker's American Badass entrance music or roll-in. I think I know both, especially American Badass. I used to listen to it a lot. Mark said, just woke up. Ever think of starting at 10? No, that's too late. We're really cutting into the afternoon now. You know what I mean? You get up early. You want something, you fight for it. You put in the effort. You know what I'm saying? Chris said, a new WWE Untold about Dennis Rodman's WCW run is heading to the network soon. I'm going to ask David Arquette if he ever knew Dennis Rodman. They seem like those 90s guys that would just know each other by virtue of being weird. Katie said, bulletproof coffee sent to you by Damon Wayans. Sure. Nils New York said, WWE need to stop these no fan shows and pay RJ to chat with us for 3 hours on a Monday. But I'm doing it right now. Just give me your money instead of giving it to them to give it to me. Do you understand this? I'm coming into your living room right now. You know how much paperwork and how many years it would take to set that up? How exhausting I have to travel? And we're here. We're doing it. Michelle said, have you ever considered doing this whipped coffee that's trending right now? I don't know what that is. I'm not in the loop, but I feel like it's going to be similar to this. It's kind of cream-based, and that's what the Bulletproof feels like. It's almost putting like a creamer in coffee. Charles Dempsey Brown said, how much stock of food? How long can you go before having to shop again? I feel like every 3 or 4 days, you kind of need to get stuff depending on what you eat. Unless you have like a giant freezer. But then again, you can go to the store. You just got to really be careful. You got to go in and get what you need and then get out. Just don't lollygag or loiter, which I've never done. RJ, do you think you can save the Tigers? Tiger Jeet Singh or Tiger Ali Singh? Rajan Singh is who I pick. That's my favorite. Tiger Jackson. Rob McAllister said, I'm eating cornflakes. What did you eat this morning? I had egg whites and I had mushrooms and asparagus. And now I'm having coffee and good fun. Aaron said, Taker and that tiger have the same face. Maybe that's what he was trying to show. He was like, did everyone get it? Eric said, what year did Letterman do the Oscars? He checked towards the end. Oh, mid 90s, mid to late 90s. Yeah, it wasn't too early. I would say between 94 and 97. Tom said, I've been up for hours. Have you ever considered starting at 4:43 a.m.? I actually once thought about doing like a telethon, like a full stream for charity, for like the B. Arthur Fund or something. I just don't know what that would even entail. I'm looking into it. Nails New York said, David Arquette was on Dalton's Planet Peacock this week. Did you watch? They said hello to you in a shady way, of course. Yeah, I did. He's had his big Hollywood glasses on. Oh, these lights are so bright. Can't see. Yeah, they're very bright in your living room. Go have a nap. Brandon Rennie said, we could upgrade your audio input. What would the cost be? I don't know. I'm not a technician, man. RJ, do you have nice shirts or merch? Yes, I do. ProWrestlingTees.com/RJ City. I have a bevy of apparel for your body or someone else's. I'm not going to tell you what to do with it. Buff your car. George said, you know what they say, early bird gets to see RJ. George said, I had a seizure while typing that. It's okay. I'm better now. Thank you for asking. All right, George. Rob said, oh, look, I am correct. David Letterman hosted the Oscars in 1997. Good. KDM said, Tiger Jackson partnering up with the Bushwhackers are the stuff that dreams are made of. Eric said, thank you, RJ. Thank you, Rob Bell. Chris said, my favorite Biker Taker theme was You're Gonna Pay. That made the most sense, in my opinion, for the character. Michelle Million said, apparently, if you mix instant coffee, water, sugar, and whatnot, whisk it and pour it over milk, looks kind of like a Frosty from Wendy's, which I'm not even that crazy about. I like a Dairy Queen. I don't want to do a cheap plug because these people should be sponsoring me because I'm desperate for cash, as they say. But if I have to go, I need like Dairy Queen. I need a Blizzard. I'm so shocked that the Blizzard is not more popular than the McFlurry. I feel like everyone's like, ooh, a McFlurry. And I'm like, first of all, they only have two sizes of McFlurry. They don't even get that big. It's like snack size and like medium. And then they don't change anything. They have like 3 flavors, and most of the time they're out of one, or the ice cream machine isn't working at all. With a Blizzard, you can do whatever you want. They're like, sure. You want us to put a hot dog in there? Well, sure, fine. And then the best part about the Blizzard is they do that thing where if they don't do this, by the way, just so you know, if you read the fine print, if they don't do this to show you how thick it is, they don't turn it upside down, it's free. So watch them very vigilantly. Nails New York said, there's a sale on a Pro Wrestling Tees too. Go get your RJ mark. That's a fine idea. ProWrestlingTees.com/RJ City. David Letterman looked nice in a tux, though. Yes, he did, with a cigar. Katie said, RJ prefers soft serve. Val said, Blizzards are the best. So many choices. Exactly. Chris said, the ice cream machines at McDonald's are always broken. First of all, it's just because it's nighttime and they don't want to clean the ice cream machine later than they have to. So they clean it and then tell everyone that it's broken. Push them. They'll make it for you. Sean said, what? The Blizzard is absolutely more popular than McFlurry. I don't think it is, just based on how many McDonald's there are and how many, Dairy Queen, some of them are just really hard to find and don't even stay open that late. And I'm like, why isn't there a line out the door for this? McFlurry is a ripoff of the Blizzard. True. Katie said, what about Burger King Stir Up? Rest in peace. Queen's Army said, a banana split Blizzard is the ultimate. Ooh, I would like to get that today. Diligently. That's what I was thinking of, George. That's the word. Eric said, oh, yeah, I have a shirt that says hard fists, limp wrists. Did you have input on that? Yes, all the designs I either did myself or I had people do for me, like the wonderful Future Reunion. You can go look him up on Instagram and Twitter. He makes wonderful shirts. Val said, I think it's maybe because Dairy Queen is sort of regional. I feel like they're not everywhere. McDonald's, I'll tell you the problem with Dairy Queen is that they're so hesitant and reluctant to let go of Orange Julius. Their juice section, which was originally they were Orange Julius and Dairy Queen, and then everyone's like, well, nobody wants juice. Want ice cream. Michelle said, Dairy Queen has by far the most delicious ice cream. Side note, they have soft pretzel sticks. I had them after my last wrestling match in Greektown. Little did I know that was the last wrestling match I would ever have. Very buttery, though. Like, too much. Rob said, we have many flavors in the UK for McFlurries, and we have better chocolate. Well, get me booked there, Rob. Bill said, so what are your favorite toppings in a Blizzard? Sometimes I like to get two. I like to have the mint Oreo. I'm a mint Oreo guy. I love it. But seasonally, in the summer, they have cotton candy. And I like it a lot. I really do. And I think there's a Pop Rocks quality to it too, if I'm not mistaken. Or I've had that at another place. It was like Pop Rocks in the cotton candy ice cream. RJ Sargent said, when I heard about people buying huge stocks of toilet paper, I immediately imagined you seeing a guy buying all of it and just saying to him, hey, what are you, buddy? A piece of shit or something? See, I did it seamlessly that time. And he'll be like, no, but that's why I have the toilet paper. I have so much shit. I need to get rid of it. Sean said, but the Blizzard is a destination item. You drive to a Dairy Queen sometimes to find a Blizzard. You drive to a Dairy Queen, sometimes find a Dairy Queen just for a Blizzard. I've done that multiple times. I'm in a different town after a show and I'm on the hunt. They just closed so early. Eric said, okay, explain the city taxi reference. Okay, so I have a shirt that's like the logo from the TV show Taxi, but it says city because I figured it's New York and I'm in whatever. That's the reference. It's because I like Mary Lou Henner. Katie said, hot eats and cool treats. RJ eats at a brazier in a blazer. Chris said, because I think the folks at Dairy Queen don't want some crazy old man yelling at their servers at the drive-thru. Fair enough. Val says, F yes. I love the cotton candy Blizzard. There's like cotton candy flavored crunchies. Chris said I'm an Oreo Reese Blizzard guy. Rob said everyone wanted the Roaring 20s back. And to be fair, the world is really sorting it out. Pandemics, stock market crash, and the pubs being shut. It's like 100 years ago. It is. And it's so weird. But that means the Roaring 20s are over now. Because if the Depression is the 30s, when we're headed for them, that was the Roaring 20s. Do you know what I mean? This is it. I don't feel like we're roaring at all. So Karia said, cotton candy is the absolute best favorite Blizzard. I agree. Ty said, you can't add mint to any Blizzard. Or I can or I can't. Mint, oh, you can. I see. Mint M&M Blizzards are fire. I like to have the Oreo in it. Oreo, because I need the, you know what I mean? Because the softness and the sweetness, but then I need like a. Michelle said it's true. Chocolate from the UK does taste better. The first Maltesers I tried were sent to me from my aunt in London. She also sent mint chocolate Kit Kats years ago. Nails in New York said you handle the social distancing better than anyone. You look good. You're singing. Your Twitter game is on top form. And with that lovely tribute, I want to say thank you. And tomorrow I have a WrestleMania video coming out. Oh, tonight I read my final bedtime story for now. I may do more. I don't know. And then I have WrestleMania national anthems tomorrow morning. Then Wednesday I'll be back with more books. That whole thing. And then I'll see you here next week. And we'll talk more about life and love. And I'll sing more songs. So in the meantime, let's get one final look at my choice of outfit fits. Dear Lord. Godspeed and God bless.